Alright everybody, welcome back to this video, and as teased in my Spirit Halloween video, I didn't tease, I showed off that I got these Ghostbusters Light Up Ecto goggles from Spirit Halloween, and I was going to do an unboxing in a separate video. So yeah, so I went from New York video into Spirit Halloween and into this, so basically two spin-offs to the one video. So let's have a quick look. So the packaging is quite good, it's made of that like khaki Ghostbusters uniform design that a lot of Ghostbusters stuff is using these days. I love. So on the top we've got the No Ghost Noodle logo made to look like a patch, and it says Ghostbusters Ecto goggles, and it lights up. Yeah, that is awesome. And on the front it's just got your bog standard ages 14 plus, and it's from Spirit. On the side you've got a model wearing them out, and you get the same kind of design for the uniform and Spirit, and it's the same on the back, and there's nothing underneath. But on the back it says we've got stickers included, so that's all the details and stuff, and it says it includes 2 AA batteries, but they've got a shorter life than expected as of for demonstration only, so to replace them. So before we get this out, I'm just going to grab myself some batteries from my Big Dad box batteries. So a couple of batteries. Got this on Temu about a year ago, and it is amazing. I love it. So we've got a box, we've got a battery sitting here, so let's get this thing unboxed. Is there any tape on this? I don't think there is. Oh, finally got it. Oh, there is tape on the box, god damn. Can't find my box cutter, so I'm using my scalpel that we normally use for building miniatures. Get you out. Oh. Pretty much nothing holding that in. I thought it'd be a little stand, and there's the stickers. We'll keep them in there for now, so I'll probably put them on at another point. So let's have a look at these. Just out of the box, these things look pretty decent to begin with. I'm not a too fan of the weathering they've done. I'll probably end up taking this thing apart and doing my own, giving it a repaint. There's it on off. Not the easiest thing to turn, but I quite like that they've kind of blended it in with this thing. I'd like to have maybe one of these with the on off switch, like the actual do turn. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there's where the batteries go. We'll be changing them in a moment. That would have been a better on-off switch, I think, because that's a lot easier to grab onto. So yeah, so it's got a nice kind of rubber inside, and different from the bog standard ones I got, which I cannot find. I've been looking for them so I can do a comparison, but I've got no idea where they are. They're normally hanging beside my photon packs, but they're not there. I've got no idea where they've ended up. That's going to be this week's mission, find them. So I'm going to get the batteries swapped out, then we'll see what the lights and that are like. Right, so I've never heard of a Gaia fully made in China battery. I've never heard of these before. Yeah, they've been swapped out. Let's go over to the side. So, where are the lights? Let's see. Ooh, there's one. That is pretty cool. So yeah, well, let's see how these look on and how they feel on. Obviously I'm going to take the glasses off. Let's have a look. Yeah, so yeah, sitting like this, they're not the comfiest. I had to readjust them, so they're quite loose. Yeah, I could sit like this. I'd have to see how it feels wearing. I usually wear a backwards hat from my Ghostbusters gear, so I'll have to see how it feels with that on. So when you've got them on, it is a lot easier to see than it is with the cheap ones. I don't know why, but because I wear glasses, I struggle to focus. But yeah, they look pretty decent. They feel really nice once you're wearing them properly. They feel great, even for someone with a nose like mine. Let's see how they look with the light on. Yeah, the light doesn't really impact your vision too much, which is what I was worrying about. So yeah, I don't know how that is on camera, but I'm looking straight at the camera. I can see, I'm looking at everything. Everything's slightly out of focus because I'm not wearing my glasses. And it's not the easiest to turn on and off. As I said, I wish this was the on-off turn. That would be so much easier to control. So let's see if I can do it with my hat on. Yeah, I can wear it with a backwards hat. I've just grabbed the first hat off the hat grab, which is my Jurassic Park one. So yeah, I can wear it. Feels pretty nice. Actually, it's a bit comfier with the hat on, if I'm honest. And with it down, it still feels pretty comfortable. Still feels comfortable with it down. So yeah, it can be worn with a hat, which I like. Obviously, if you're wearing the hat forwards, I don't think you'd be able to wear it properly, but I never wear my hat like that. I wear it the cool way. So yeah, that is these. I think that'll take some getting used to, unless I decide to modify it and make this the switch. But yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm really happy with these Ecto goggles. I'm extremely happy with them. How much did these bad boys cost again? They were only $29.99, which I don't know how much is in pounds. There we go, it's right here, how much that was in pounds. Which, if I'm off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure these are roughly what I paid for the bog standard ones, which I cannot find. If I can find them, I will cut in now. And if I can't find them, I haven't cut in anything, but I will look for them, see if I can find them, do a quick comparison. I'm really happy with these. I may have to get a wee mannequin head to have these sitting on. Maybe have them sitting over there, because those candles are just for the Halloween season. Because I'm filming this in October. I don't know when the video's going to be. I filmed it in October. That's not always going to be. Those candles aren't always going to be sitting there. Maybe sitting beside the lines, but not right there. Maybe can have them sit in the centre, maybe. Oh, that turns all the way around. Oh, that's pretty cool. Does that do the same? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I quite like that. So yeah, I'll have them sitting maybe like that. Sure. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way these have turned out. And yeah, if you get a chance to go to Spout at Halloween, pick these up if you can. And if you pick up anything else, let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I do lots of videos, I do live streams, I do lots of things. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks very much for coming back, and as always, don't forget to have a good one.